Hi, sorry. Lily is outside. Is she coming in? What are you doing, Lily? Are you? No, you're sniffing and snorting. Oh wait, if any of you come in, that's great. I just want to know. I've been thinking about something. Well, there was some stuff that made me think about it. I I'm trying to remember. There was something that came through in one of my readings, and I'm like, but did it? Like, or was that a dream? What? Because it's foggy, and that is odd for me when it comes to like little things that kind of come into readings that end up being like little predictions or public service announcements. I know it didn't turn into that. It didn't turn into a public service announcement. It was kind of okay, I'll tell you how I'm remembering it. And to be honest, I gotta let Lily in. She wants to come back inside. I completely so Lily's here to do the video. Oh, Lily, were you outside? Are you snowy? No. The good girl. Say hi to everybody. Hi. So, isn't she? Oh, do you? Okay. Thank you, Cherish. Because I'm thinking, I'm sure this came in a reading, and I totally forgot. Say hi. Hello, Markham. Oh, thank you, hon. Because, I mean, I'm kind of remember. Well, I forgot about it. As soon as I did it, hi, it just left my mind. And I actually even remember at the time thinking, oh, I don't care. I don't care. And it just went like back into the reading. Say hi. Hi, Nelly. Hi, good girl. She always gets concerned, I think, because she thinks I'm just talking to myself. She's like, oh, mommy. Oh, mommy's doing this again. Okay, thank you, Cherish. It's not just, okay, because I woke up this morning and there's all this stuff in my feed about Pope Francis. I don't even know what his name was. I think I remember in the reading I thought, I don't even know who the Pope is right now, but poor guy, he is getting old. He's 88. That's actually how old my grandfather was when he passed away. So, oh, thank you, Candace. Oh, I thought, well, I'm not going to make like a video and upload it and that. I'm just going to come on here and talk to you guys. Okay, that's a big one then, because that's a very specific one. It's happened like, I think that was I think that was last year. Oh, really? To be the last one. Hi, Zanoni Snowflake, my darling. Hi. It is interesting when they do. A lot of them, well, I think actually all of them have come true at this point. But that was one of those ones where it just was like a blip. Now I'm trying to remember, because it's got me thinking about it today, because seeing all this stuff about poor Pope Francis. I mean, I'm not into the Catholic Church at all. And I have my own views on it, but you know, I mean, he's a person like everybody else, and it's not easy to suffer, and none of us get out of this unscathed or alive. So, you know, he is getting older. But yeah, so I'm thinking this morning, thinking, I remember doing a video and it popped in. And I remember, the part that I remember is I suddenly saw like smoke coming out of a chimney, and it was it like the dark smoke and turning into the light smoke? And it came through like, oh, thank you, Candace. Thank you for sharing and talking about me. Good things, I hope. And I remember saying, oh, it's like when the Pope, when they need to elect a new Pope. They're going to elect a new Pope. And that's as far as I can kind of remember going with it. And it was like one of those things, it's like a blip in another reading. So I don't even know where it would be. Hi, Darkfire Dragon. I like that name. Yeah, it was about the Pope, and it was just weird. Like, it was just like a blip in a reading that happens sometimes. There was another blip in a reading about like a new social media platform being created. I remember I said, oh, you heard it here first. So, but like it would be big, like big, you know, like how YouTube is big or something, like Facebook big. Anyways, I'm not going to go down that. Who knows what that could all talk about. That could even be just all the stuff we've been through the last couple of months. But okay, so yeah, I want to say that I feel like it's safe to say that his time is very limited as the Pope. Maybe his time on the planet, I don't know. But they are going to be electing a new Pope, and that is just around the corner, I guess. All right, but I really did want to come on here and confirm, because I don't even remember what video it would be, and I don't know how I would even look for that. And then I'm crazy, or did that come through? So what? Okay, I did my recent experience. I fell down a prophecy rabbit hole, and the day before he was hospitalized, I was researching prophecy in Melancholy, which is about him, or Peter Romanos. Interesting. So there is something. I wonder if there is something significant about that, or it's just a major event for many people around the world that the Pope would pass or be incapacitated to an extent where somebody new would have to be elected for Pope. Because I don't remember getting any details. Does anyone remember what video it was in? I looked up it. So his birthday is December 17th. Falling asleep. His birthday is December 17th. So he's a Sagittarius. Yeah, she is. It's just so boring, mommy. He's a Sagittarius. So I'm wondering, could it have come in a Sagittarius reading? But then I kind of get heavy Capricorn vibes from Catholicism. And I mean that through like the devil card, the tarot. So I wonder if it could have been like a Sagittarius or a Capricorn reading. Okay, but that's pretty much it. So that's what I wanted, was struck by lightning last time there was a vote. Oh, wow. Jesus. Either Cap, Sag, or Collective. Devil card. Yeah. The devil will always disguise themselves as divine. But anyways, who else is gonna do terrible things to children and people all over the world and say, we're doing it in the name of God, honey. God asked me to do this for you. Okay, so I am wondering if, what video would, but it would be hard to find it, although unless any of you, that's why I thought, well, you all watch this stuff, and some of you might be particular to like a certain sign, right? And go, oh, well, I always watch the Sag readings. And I remember that. It was weird, right? So, well, maybe God's just letting us know. They're going to be electing a new boss of the demonic worshippers. Was it a year ago? Oh, it wasn't that long ago, was it? Or are you talking about something else was a year ago? Because it feels like to me it was probably within the last 6 months that came through. Both these energies mentioned. I think you should do something with all this. No, that was a year ago. No. Feels like it was 6 months, but my time is off too. Okay. Oh, that is interesting. The lightning strike. Oh, remember? What was that? There was another video about lightning strikes. See, I find this intriguing too, because I don't even know what it always means, right? Like I wait to see things unfold and what does it mean? I love being able to share with you guys and see the different interpretations and the things that you remember that I forget about. Because there was also something about a tower, lightning strikes twice, or does it? Pisces. Didn't lightning strike twice? No, strike 4 times. Yeah, there was a Pisces reading about lightning striking like 4 times or something like that too. Good morning, kittens. So if you say lightning struck twice, the Vatican, where lightning strikes, number 16. If the Vatican got struck twice by lightning, maybe it's going to get struck twice again, and that would be 4 times. Card of Mars. I just got a text from San. She's driving by me. I just gotta know if she has time. She's always welcome to come in for a hug. Always welcome for some. That's so funny that she's sending me a message while I'm live, right? Oh, everybody's saying hi right now, and everyone is saying hi to you. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, it's fun, right? It's kind of cute. She's driving, so she's probably doing like text to, or word to text or whatever. So she's probably hearing me that way too. Oh, she just said, hi, everyone. Oh, she's exhausted, so she's just going to keep going. She's not stopping by. I got to... Okay, I told her no problem. Get where you got to go safely. Oh, she sent like an emoji with the hearts, hugs. All right. Do you want me to pull? Should I pull some cards? Oh yeah, I was thinking too. I know Santa's like a little nervous about going live, because she wants to do that on her membership. And we can do like on YouTube, you can go live with someone else. And I think I can't remember. I was trying to mention that to her. I know y'all are gonna want me to pull some cards, so I'm gonna pull some cards in a second here. I was saying that I could go live with her. Well, we didn't really talk about it too much, but I thought, well, maybe that would help her. You know, kind of get her feet into it. It's yeah. I think the first time I went live, I was pretty nervous. Maybe maybe this. Well, I can't. It's hard to pick the date. I should do like a YouTube live for everyone. Haven't done that in a while. Yeah, I think it would be helpful too, right? Because then you also have someone to play off of in the live. Like if you're feeling a little bit stuck, you're not sure what to do, I can fill up space real good. I can like fill up that space if she needs anyone to fill up space in the, some believe it'd be the last Pope. Interesting. Did the demon die yet? Not yet. He's waving from the hospital room. Now, but if that was the last pope, then what would happen to Catholicism? A little helper guide. That's cute. That's so sweet. She actually helped me a lot. Like, was it? No, in the summer, my energy was really, really low. I felt like my intuition was low. And when her and Mariana came by my house, it was like, they busted open the gates for me energetically. It was so helpful. I told her that. I told both of them. I was like, oh, I really needed that. Thank you. We don't have access. Yeah, can you imagine what's in that library? Let's let's do a little. I'm gonna clean. I've been cleaning the house. I started cleaning the house yesterday, and when I say started, right, sounds like either your house is really dirty or you got a really big house. And I don't have a really big house, but this is really dirty. Yeah, we opened up an energetic portal. Oh God, I would love to have information to that, right? To that Vatican library. Paganism will reemerge. I think the whole thing though, I think like Jesus is amazing. I really do. I think it's you know, I always laugh if you think about where Catholicism originated from. It originated from the Romans, and who were the people that persecuted Jesus, right? It's like, well, if you can't beat them, join them in your own way and make your own rules around it, right? Here, let me pull out. Do you want me to pull out a card on that? Do you guys want me to ask questions about it? I thought about that too. I thought, well, maybe I could sit and here, I didn't do my, just give me a second now. I have to do like my little I have like a whole thing that I say and everything to open up the energies and make sure that I'm connecting to divine energy and whatnot. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Okay, we did it. We're good. Okay. So asking the collective, trying to tap into Pope Francis. You opened this portal for me months ago on my channel, showing me that the chimney would be going. So that would be the end of one pope and the beginning of, well, I assumed the beginning of another pope. But so tapping into that again. Oh, no, look what just flipped. And it's the Tower and the Page of Cups. Something's going to be released here. That's crazy. Y'all talking about lightning striking the Vatican too? Ooh, baby. Yeah, something's going to be struck here. But then, right, there's like this youthful hopefulness that comes out on the other side of it. There's, oh my gosh, I'm getting like the fish because the Pisces reading. What was that called? Lightning strikes 4 times or something? No, it was more than twice, but anyways. Oh, it could be. It's removing something here. I think whoever was saying that like this is prophesized that this is the last pope. I feel like there is going to be some sort of dramatic change here, whether it's going to be all this kind of like fire and lightning or what it could be. But there is a destructive ending here. What I also like too, right? Like Pisces is the period of Jesus. And I feel like Jesus was really like utilized in a very bad way with Catholicism. And it's kind of like do as we say, but not as we do with that too. They're so big into like, right? Like, well, what was it? Was it Jesus that said, do not worship idols? I mean, just worship God. And Catholicism is so much idol worship to me. It's just kind of crazy. How interesting. That's interesting how that just flipped out. Okay, so maybe I should just be open with this. I was going to try to ask direct questions. I was just going to ask direct questions. Maybe it too, well, Mars. I know Zanoni Snowflake was saying, she's got so much information going on there. I think she should write an encyclopedia of her knowledge. Because she was talking about, right, like the Mars energy in this, and then talking about, like, I'm really getting a Pisces vibe with the fish here in the cup. There's going to be some type of release here, whether that is just energetic, emotional, but it's positive, it's a positive release, or if it is something, hi Shirley Murray, if it is some type of information. What is the Tower? Show me the Tower. Ooh, the Page of Wands. Information. Some type of communication here that it breaks everything down. The Queen of Cups. I love the way she's pouring that out. The Nine of Swords. The Bed of Nails. That was giving me the vibe of the Bed of Nails. Is there a song or anything? I feel like, okay, a couple, like, you know, like a little while ago, well, a few years ago, I was getting a lot, particularly during the pandemic, a lot of like PSA stuff coming through. And even before, like, I realized it was going on, like, all that stuff that came through with the Ukrainian Easter eggs rolling down the hills and the Russian stacking dolls coming through like months and months before they went to war. Like, I didn't really realize it was happening then. And then it got like really strong. And I actually like, I had like a conversation with God a couple years ago. I was just like, I had too much going on in my own life. And I was like, I can't do this too. I can't like give this to someone else to do. And then like the last, I would say 8 to 10 months, I've had a really strong like spiritual practice that I've been making a huge part of my life every morning and every evening. And I actually did have a conversation with God again. And I said, I'm open to doing more than what I'm doing now with my intuition and your messages. And I feel like it's been like starting to trickle through. It's like starting to trickle through. And that's kind of what's been happening in some of the readings where I just get like this weird little message. So why was I saying all that? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, okay. Because of this, like there's been weird little things that have come through where I hear something, I'm like, I don't know what that's about. I quit, but there is no quitting. There's no quitting, baby. There's no quitting until you're fired. And then we all go to wherever Pope Francis is going to be going. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't want to ask about that. I don't want to know where he's going. I don't know anything about that. It's nothing, none of my business. I don't care. I just don't feel good about asking that question, to be honest. Okay. The Queen of Cups and the Nine of Swords, because it was talking about the bed of nails. A bed of nails. Is there a song that the bed of nails, like that is in there? Oh, there's so much information coming through in the comments that I'm missing. So if you are watching this later, like go to the, watch this with like the live stream, because there's a lot of, y'all are really smart. Y'all have like a lot of information out there that, and I love that too, because I'll say stuff and I don't know. And you guys will knit it together into something. Okay, so there's some type of catastrophic change for sure. Now, okay, tell me about the Page of Cups. I want to try to look at this as a whole. The Page of Cups is a lot of hope here. Oh. Somebody has regret for things that they've done in life. Maybe that's the Pope. Oh, interesting. Okay, Pope's getting reincarnated. The Pope will be reincarnated to start fresh. He's not going to heaven or hell, or he's getting reincarnated. There's some things here that he's done that were not, he did not choose the higher cup at times. He did not choose the cup that God was really asking him to choose. And this is coming across as a deathbed to me. Like all of the thoughts and anxieties. But on the other side, he is going to pass away. He is. Well, we all are. But I mean, I feel like it's imminent, or there's some, why? I don't know why he's coming through like this. Like, why would he even get information about where someone is going after? I didn't want to tap into that, but it was almost like God just opened it up and said, it's okay. So this is also coming across as like a fresh start to start again. Was he brought in to replace someone? I just feel like he's got regrets. He's got a lot of regrets on the deathbed here. A lot of pain. He might even experience some physical pain. But it's mostly anxiety. It's mostly anxiety. And then the Page of Cups. Oh, it is. His new beginning. Ace of Pentacles. It's almost like it's clarifying that. Good morning, Crystal. He's going to have a reincarnation here. Temperance. Sagittarius. I wonder if he'll be born as a Sagittarius again. Ah, and the Empress. Okay. There's something that has gone on here. I feel like he, I don't know why I'm rooting for Pope Francis. It's so weird, no? But there's something that has happened, or there's been a course of change that has happened in his life, something. And he did not pick the higher cup, and because of that, there's a lot of anxiety. The turtle. There's a little, I never noticed a little turtle here before. This little turtle has some type of significance. I don't know what the spiritual significance of, or even if there's religious significance to a turtle or a sea turtle. She also looks very ghostly. Like the reflection in here is very ghostly, otherworldly. He has a lot of regrets. A lot of regrets. but he is going to have an incarnation. I feel like he's going to balance regret and hope in his next lifetime. I kind of like this reading, to be honest. I wouldn't really want, I think that was part of it too. I didn't want to ask, like, where's he going? Because I don't want it to seem like that I hope he's going anywhere bad or he is going anywhere good, because I don't know. I don't really know him. I don't know anything about him. I don't know what really goes on behind the scenes there. Oh, you're right. The turtle with the Native American and yes. Now, I see, okay, yeah, there's a hope for a new beginning here for him. I feel like he's just lived a very significant lifetime. I feel like all these regrets on the deathbed are what propel him to a much more abundant and godly focused life that I think he would have chosen, or that he's finding some sort of balance, maybe between like structured religion and actual like connecting to divine and creating great abundance through that. This is one of those where I'm going to have to go back and read your comments, because I think there's a wealth of information coming through in that too. Oh, closed off. This is locked out. 4 of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay, there's something going. Somebody is actually in the process right now of reading some type of historical information in an area that is locked out to most. Never noticed, really looked closely in there. There's so many books behind that door, and this person, to really see his face, this person is really, really looking like and pointing, like there's something somebody's trying to find in some type of written text right now. There's what are they trying to find? I feel like they're found it or they're on the verge of finding it. There's some type of written text that somebody is trying to uncover. What is this person looking for? No, first of all, who are they? Who is this person that is looking in this written text at this time? Somebody who is, wow, very limited to what they could do. Somebody locked up here? What the fuck? Look at that. What is this? This is weird. This is coming across as somebody who has access to a lot of information, but it's almost like it's ancient information, like it's an old way of accessing information, like literally through paper, books. No, I'm reading the Pope right now. I'm reading the Pope. It just started really coming out. Like I started asking questions about it, and then it just started, yeah. Do you know this comes across as somebody who has access to information, but does not necessarily know what might be going on? This sounds really weird and kind of creepy, to be honest. It's like someone who has access to whole sorts of historical information, but they have limited access to what is actually going on in the world right now. So it makes it very difficult to apply the historical information and knowledge that they have to whatever the situation is at this time. This person has access to a lot of knowledge, but it's almost too like they don't know where or how it applies. Well, I know, and it's weird because y'all were talking about the Vatican Library, and then it is like there's something all locked up in there. There's somebody in there locked up doing like, and when I say locked up, maybe they're, what are they unaware of? What are they unaware of here? Or what is inconceivable for them to see? Maybe they're looking for what is inconceivable. They're looking for what they can't see, the inconceivable. The Ten of Wands, the weight of responsibility, the weight. I feel like there's something going on in the Vatican Library right now where there's a search for some type of information. Maybe is it to absolve somebody of something that they've done, because there's a lot of burden and weight that is there. I'm also seeing like smoke. I've seen a scene play out in my mind where it's from a movie. It was, what was the movie? It's a really cool movie. Actually, it's kind of nice it's coming through right now. It's kind of like it's spreading the love between Canada and the US. It's a little bit of that. It was a situation, was it in the 1970s? What country was it in again? Oh my God, I can't remember. And the US embassy was getting overrun, and Canadian diplomat took all of those American diplomats out. They weren't like big important. They were just like people, like paper pushers kind of thing. And paper pushers. And he took them into their home, and they were trying to burn, but they were trying to burn all these documents and everything. There's something with that. There's some type of documents that somebody is worried about also. Like I'm seeing, like that whole movie, that part was playing out of, like, as somebody's coming in quickly. Something is locked up because there's a lot of weighted responsibility or burden. But I'm seeing like somebody trying to burn. All right, I don't know. Okay, and then it just got quiet. So, is there anything anything else? Oh, Mother of Dragons. I've been watching. She's my favorite. Where did that come in? I don't know. From Mother of Dragons. There's something going on. Yeah, there's something really big going on here. Okay, I'm really getting this energy surrounding Pope Francis here, that he somehow got steered off his course of how he wanted to serve God, or the good that he wanted to do in the world. There's a lot of anxiety towards the end of that. He is going into a reincarnation here. I'm picking that up, and it's like a wonderful bountiful, like it's just beautiful. It's a wonderful energy. It's kind of like, I want to say, a lot of the knowledge and experience that his soul has gained in this lifetime is going to really explode with that in the future. Now, there's something beyond him, though, that is going on here that I feel like is happening in the Vatican, where there's information that is definitely, this is a library that is locked up. Like, some of you all were really already talking about that, right? Like the library. This is spiritual information that is hidden. It definitely is. This is spiritual information that is hidden. So let's look at that Ten of Wands. Oh, you know what I'm getting here? Like, he's got this around his head, and it lights everything up. And it's like, you think about an antenna, you think about antlers, anything like that, that has to do, like, even the churches trying to build the tallest churches. So the higher you got to God, the closer you got to God. You got to God. It's coming across like that, like having a connection to God. Well, I've always felt that way around Catholicism. Most religions, how you need to, they tell you, right? Like, you need to come through us to get to God. Well, everybody has the capacity to naturally, from the day you were born, to connect with God. Because there is something here that they're holding the connection. They're trying to maintain the connection that they have, like the go-between. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I get a pretty good vibe off of Pope Francis. Again, I didn't even, when that came out months ago, that little blurb in a reading about them needing a new pope, or a pope would pass or something. I mean, I don't even know who I was like, I don't even know who the pope is right now. Can you tell me anything about the high priestess? I missed a whole bunch of comments here. Lots of stuff. Yes. Oh, I do believe that. I believe God doesn't want any middleman between divine and each individual person, right? Like the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Look it is. This is actually quite significant. This is like change. This is, oh, a changing of the guard. That has come through a couple of times too in the last few months. A changing of the guard. There's something about a changing of the guard here. Because it's like there's a big opportunity for some type of change. And walking away and going out like magic. This just feels like it's releasing all the magic, right? Oh, that would be interesting if a woman. This is the most misogynistic group. Yeah. So it's weird. I've never noticed this before. These shutters almost look like dominoes, don't they? These shutters look like dominoes. And I'm like, it's like a domino effect. There's some type of magic that is, yeah, there's some type of magic here that's going to be released with his passing. And I don't feel like he's holding the magic back, though. I really don't get that from his energy. I feel like there's something else, maybe like even just the institute of Catholicism, or it's holding the magic back. But the magic, there's some type of magic that's going to be coming out. So this was looking like, I don't know how well it's focused, like a one. Which one? This one. This looked like a one all of a sudden sitting on the table. And so it caught my attention, and I thought, well, are all of these numbered? And they're not. It's the only one that looks like a number. Number one. Is something kind of like getting back to the basics here as well. But I'm also getting with that, if there is like somebody who replaces him, that person is also very significant, because it's almost like that would be the first of others, or like there's something significant about that person. You know, like, let's say, okay, like even just like an example for Canada, like anyone who was running, or before Canada was actually like a country over 150 years ago. But then once it became an official country, then you started counting like the prime ministers, right? So that's the first prime minister of Canada. There's something like that. Like there's some type of change that happens, and it's almost like this person would be, well, they would be remembered and recognized or historically documented as the first of that. I'm not getting that. I don't think the church is going to, like, it's going to go through a big change. And this is a very significant, this is a, like, why is it, I'm thinking, like, why would that come through? Like, why did that come through months ago, that there was going to be a new pope? It's like, I don't care. But now, right, it's all happening. So, which is why I'm kind of doing this. Well, I didn't think I was going to do a reading. I didn't know what I was going to do. I just want to come on here because I thought, I'm remembering this, right? Like, we've been through all that at the beginning of the reading, the video. And y'all helped me out and said, yes, yes, it was. So, okay, I'm not, like, making this up in my head. So, yeah, this is coming through because this is something very significant. And there is a lot of tons and tons of female energy being depicted in this reading. Actually, yeah, like a lot. This deck does have a lot of masculine. No, maybe it is heavy on the feminine. I just want to check that. Is that, it's being brought to my attention, but I mean, there are, yeah, there's, I want to say it's probably not 50-50. I want to say it's probably more like 75-25% in here. But yeah, no, there's a lot. The Chariot card, the Hanged Man, the Magician, the Devil, the Two of Wands. There's tons of masculine in here that isn't coming out in this reading. There's tons and tons of feminine energy. And I'm wondering if that is part of the thing, right? Like, because this masculine is what is holding all of this energy back. And then the masculine is walking away from something. And it's like magic is being released. And it is like the High Priestess. Which is always interesting, right? Because a lot of times, in sort of like spiritual aspects, women were the ones who were looked at, or in the tribe or in the group, they were the ones who were the high priestesses. And I always felt like Catholicism intentionally blocked the energy of women from that spiritual, from their religion, right? Women did not really have a place in that, which seemed, but yet, like, just through their own traditional outfits and everything are very feminine. Like, it was almost to me like they were dressing up to pretend to be the high priestess. Like, it was like, it reminds me of, and I don't mean that in terms of like men can't be that. They can, and they are. But it was always seen as a very feminine thing that often was guided by women and through, yeah, anyways. So there is a shift coming. And I don't know, maybe to some degree they will be letting, I don't know how many women want to go in the church, but I guess there are. But yeah. So that's I guess that's what that is. That's kind of what is coming out. And yeah. I gotta go clean the house now. I was just like not planning to do this. It was really bugging me all morning. I thought, I gotta ask y'all if any of you remember that, where that came through in a video. So there you go. I mean, God bless him. I hope he lives many happy, healthy years beyond what is there. I'm not like pulling this out to wish anything ill upon him. It was just coming out. I can't help what comes out. And yeah, I think there is a significant change here. And that's what we got. So enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to come back and watch this and look at all the comments because I know I missed so much. So thanks for sharing in it. That's kind of what I want to do it live too. Because I know you guys are always a huge wealth of information about things that I don't even know about. And then we can all kind of like tie it in together. So yeah, so that was fun. And I guess we'll just see what happens. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the weekend or the beginning of the work week, if that's where you are. Until next time, everybody. Be gentle with yourselves. Bye. Oh, I know you're all trying to get your comments through. Get your comment through. Bye. I'm going to press the button. Here we go. Boop.